Welcome back to Pax Europiana, and peace is also here, because this is the nice part, just opposite of this terrible crossing. Here is a luxury hotel, the Radisson Blu. It's actually very good. Friends of mine have been there. And here's a beautiful square at the park. It's called Auer Welsbach Park. Yeah? I'm in favor of renaming it the Skanderbeg, the Skanderbeg Square as park. Yeah? Remember the name. That's the Albanian hero for everybody who does not know. And that should be actually then the Skanderbeg Park. Not Auer Welsbach Park, because I think nobody cares. And here it's the park close to Schönbrunn, fomenting our alliance with the beautiful Albanian people. And that would be the Skanderbeg. And here we are now in the Technical Museum. You see all these beautiful technical installations. That's very good. And here comes also something for oil drilling. That's all very good. It's important to have a technical museum. I'm absolutely in favor. And it should be on the back of that. That should be the closing cornerstone of the whole tech city, of this kind of La Défense of Vienna, of the technical university. But here we have it. I want to show you this kind of amazing building, the so-called Technical Museum. I think I will be able to show it in 1 second. Bear with me. It's one of the most beautiful buildings in Vienna. It's a beautiful neoclassical kind of building, as we have many from the time where we were a great empire. In the 19th century, not so much a great anymore. But we had money, we had the tax revenues from the poor people of Southeastern Europe, who had to pay because we conquered them. And it is time to turn that, do you see it completely? I'm not sure. To turn that museum into the museum of Rudolf, the Crown Prince. That was actually the whole district should be called only Rudolfsheim, and to turn that into the museum of Rudolf, the Balkan Museum. Yeah, Balkan Museum. That's my proposal. This museum should be for the Austrian Balkan history, because we don't have a decent one. We have a lot of museums in Vienna, and they are in the museums quarter. But this here should be the second, the western twin of the museums quarter. And this museum here, huge. Can you see the dimension of the building? This is really gigantic, and beautiful. It's a typical kind of Vienna imperial building. I'm never in architecture nor in urban planning. I'm an economist, but I'm also interested in history. So bear with me when I say neoclassical 19th century. I guess this is what it is normally. And here we have this building. Now it's full of interesting stuff from the technical revolutions, 19th century stuff. That's fine. Can be on the other side as well. And it's not very modern technical museum, like we would be all still in the railway age, which Austria anyhow joined pretty late. And we should somehow update our technical stuff with a very modern technical museum, part of the technical university. I made the point already. And here this should be named after Rudolf, and not to glorify him. He was a very problematic figure, but it's the Rudolf's district. Let's be historically correct to the facts how it was built, and also then to devote it only to the Balkans, because in Vienna we should have a museum. Anyhow, it was built with Balkan taxpayers' money, so let's not forget that. We should have a museum where all the Balkan history is presented objectively. All the crimes we did, all the contributions we made, all the history of all Balkan nations, starting from Greece, Turkey, all the Balkans, Romania, Bulgaria, Slovenia, Kosovo, Macedonia, Albania. It's one big building, and it should be a permanent exhibition for the Austrian and the Balkan history. I think that was the right domination for this building, and it's a wonderful touristic asset. I think people will love it. People from all over the world will come, And obviously what we should put here is the crown of Skanderbeg, the Albanian king, and many other of the relics we have in the natural and cultural museums in the center. Put the things with Balkan context here and name the park, this one, the Skanderbeg Park, the Skanderbeg Park. And make a nice statue of him here as well. I think that would be really appropriate. It's a big park. It's close to the Habsburgian castle. Our Welsbach, nobody cares. And Skanderbeg, there will be millions of Albanians coming to this museum. And they will love to see it. And it will be also very meaningful for everybody from Southeastern Europe. A museum of peace and a museum of European Balkan history, like the first one in Europe it should be. And even better than anywhere in the Balkans. The history may be told by some real professors, a museum of reconciliation, but also to supporting our allies, no doubt, and telling the history of Skanderbeg, of the Albanians, also of the Serbs, our crimes we committed in World War I, and everything here in the Rudolf Museum for Balkan history. He was actually designing a future where Austria will dominate the Western Balkans. That we can also tell that story. We have no designs of imperial power anymore. We want all to be united in Europe, in NATO. Austria, by the way, should join. And that will be my next video about the American Museum, which should be also built here, but a bit next to it. So I have made my two main points. The Rudolf Museum, not the technical museum, relocate the technical over there, put this as the Balkan Museum and name it after Rudolf, and here the park for Skanderbeg. Good. Thanks a lot for watching.